Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the action. Now we are here at 12, about to see some action, but let's just quickly turn the camera to 17 because we've got Adam Rochester's group here just holing out. So this is the 17th green. I'm delighted to say I'm about to be joined by a very special guest as well, Martin Foster. Those of you who followed the European Tour in the mid to late 70s and early 80s will be very familiar with him, and of course they went on to play the European Senior Tour as well. Let's just watch this group hole out before we grab Martin for a chat. It's a real pleasure to have him here today at Northcliffe, supporting the Hazzad Golf Classic, founder as well of Hazzad Golf. If you want to find out more, there is a link in the body of this broadcast. Do give it a click. Oh, it's pushing left, isn't it? Always was. Always off. And we saw this group tee off at the top of the day. It was about 11:50 this morning. Or was it 10:50? Because I was going to say 11:50. They're making some pretty good time, aren't they? Yeah, it was 10:50 this morning. Marcus Brigham, Adam Rochester, Adam Pearson here in this group. This is Marcus Brigham now. Oh, he's just missed it. Just missed it. Right, there we go. So let's just grab a quick word with Adam again quickly. Adam, almost coming to a close. You happy with the day's work so far?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. There's been a few birdies, few bogeys. I think I'm one under the cards, so not too bad. So hopefully a nice par on the last will do.
Yep.
Better memories this time. A nice solid par there last time. Wasn't too good last time. Tough all that actually. So
Yes.
yeah, no, solid. Been a good day. Obviously, lads have been spot on. So another decent day out in the sun. So yeah.
Just a shame you can't win the Z4 now, isn't it? Really, but you watch, you go get a hole in one now at 18.
What? Someone already had one, like?
No.
No,
Got to be a pro, ain't you?
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm not pro. Sorry, I'm just an amateur.
He's a very, very good amateur there. Adam, thanks for talking to us. Appreciate it. Take it home, buddy. Right, we're going to stay here at 12 actually because the next group coming through, this is what we've been waiting for. Hole in one hunted live here on the 2020 Pro Tour that has a Golf Classic live. The next group coming through, as you can see. Don't ask me who it is because I'm not totally sure. I think I might have a rough idea, but we'll find out very shortly. And then we're going to be joined by our special guest. Martin Foster is just off to my left. The legend himself is here. So let's watch these shots. Pin, cut, dead centre, as you can tell. It is set up for a hole in one today. It's been done on purpose as well. We've never, ever, ever caught one live on camera. Do you think we're going to catch it today? Comment below. Do tell us. We can see your comments. Get involved with us. We want to hear from you. And if you comment on our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now, in the live chat, we can show your comment on screen as well. Make sure you hit subscribe. Here is a link in the body of this broadcast. If you're not watching on YouTube, it'll take you straight through to our YouTube channel. If you are watching on YouTube, hello, welcome. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us, and it also means you get to watch live sport for free with us in 2022 and beyond. So here we go. Our first attempt at getting a live hole in one here at the par 3 12 at Northcliffe Golf Club. It's the Hazzad Golf Classic on the 2020 Pro Tour. This would be quite something, wouldn't it? Pushing a bit left. It's well left. I've got a good sight of it. It's just in the middle of these two trees over here on the right. Okay, here we go. Attempt. Our second chance to catch a live hole in one. this looks good. He doesn't look happy. He's walked away without even looking at it. Now, where the pin is cut, you might not be able to see it, but it is on 2 tiers. That ball has landed actually on the upper tier, but the ridge does slope down towards the hole. So it is set up nicely for a hole-in-one. That is going to be a difficult putt for birdie though, but should be able to get it close and should be able to walk off from there with a fairly comfortable par. Here's our third attempt, our third chance to see a live hole-in-one here today at the par 3 12. Oh, that's well left as well. That's not going to be a hole-in-one. Right, as you look at it on the screen now, a gentleman who is probably no stranger to a hole-in-one.
No.
Martin Foster's with me. Martin, what a pleasure it is to have you here today.
Thank you, Ian. It's a pleasure to be here.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes, it's great to watch these young golfers struggling like I did.
You say that. You had quite a distinguished career, though.
I
member
did for
of
a
the
while.
European Tour for a good
11
time.
years. 7th in the Order of Merit in 1976.
Led
Played
the
World
Open. We
Cup.
were just talking about
Led
that,
the
weren't we, in
Open.
1977?
I actually qualified for the Ryder Cup in 75, but they picked a man who was behind me.
Really?
Yeah. And but I was too young to play anyway. It would have an away match at 23 years of age in those days wasn't really what you wanted.
Not quite the right preparation.
No.
In a tough environment, I imagine.
Yeah, I'd have been a little bit worried.
Now, a little birdie, and I don't know if somebody's setting me up here, but I understand that you were the first person to play Greg Norman on these shores. Is that correct?
It is. It's a round robin event up at Royal Aberdeen.
Wow.
And
what was the outcome?
well, I was frightened to death. It would admit, because it looked like Robocop had come round the corner. And when he ripped a 4-iron past my 3-wood on the first, I thought I'm up against it. But I did him 3 and 2.
Oh.
Yeah. I always had the Indian sign over Greg.
Yeah.
I think that's why he's being a bit naughty now with his live tough, because he's still a bit upset.
So it's your fault then?
I think I take the blame. I take the blame totally. Yeah. There was a guy on tour who used to always sort him out, and that was Stuart Ginn.
Right.
He used to tell him to grow up. Yeah.
Oh, Martin, we're obviously here for the 2020 Pro Tour. It's a developmental tour. It's a mini tour, isn't it, for these players to try and make it, say, to the Euro Pro, then the Challenge Tour, and then the route, obviously, to the DP World Tour, the European Tour. What advice would you give these youngsters trying to make it?
I think you've got to work hard on your knowledge of the golf swing.
Yeah.
You've got to start learning what you really need to achieve. I see a lot of the guys, they swing it very nicely, but they hit a few wides, and suddenly it costs 3-4 shots of the round. But in European Tour terms, you're out of it. Yeah. You're gone, and they really need to be kind of boring. Yeah. They need to be able to get it down the fairway like the old guys, the old Tommy Hortons and Neil Coleses, who just worked it over the top wide and round the fairway.
It's certainly something I've seen over the years broadcasting a lot of golf at this level as well. There's an incredible amount of good golfers, very good golfers, but very few make it, and it is that decision making, isn't it, I think?
Yeah, they've got to have the feel around the greens to get to work it. When they're having a bit of a disaster, you chip it in, and then suddenly a double bogey's turned into a par, and you walk off a bit more confident. If you're struggling, you've really got your long game's got to be great, because you know your short game's going to let you down. So you've got to be working on that all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Hazzad Golf, it's the Hazzad Golf Classic. I understand you founded it, so tell us more about it.
Well, we had golf shops, and we went into embroidery with and took it from there. But we had a good contact at JJB Sports, Martin Wild, and he bought quite a lot of head covers from us. We used to take a van load every 3 or 4 weeks, and that really got us started. Wow. And then Mark, with his design skills, was able to make some very interesting product.
We'll turn the camera around in a second and pop it on the players as they're going here. Now, we've come down here because it's a short par 3. It is set up for a hole-in-one today.
It is, yeah.
What do you think? You think we're going to get one? Do you know, in 3 years we've never caught one live.
No, you never know, do you? You know, somebody can hit a bat. I was just saying to the lads on the 18th, my uncle once hit it straight left down the car park, went down to get a provisional ball, and my other uncle said, don't bother because it's coming down the slope. Came down the slope, ran across the green in the hole for a 1.
Wow.
So you just never know.
Martin, it's a real pleasure to have
Ian,
you here. Thank
fantastic.
you so much for talking to us. Remember, do check out Hazzad Golf as well. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Do check them out. Head over to the website www.hazzad.com. That's without the R, by the way, Hazzad. I believe we do have in this group, that is Torrin Matthews, isn't it? I believe. There was quite a delay for this group coming through, wasn't it? But we do have Leonardo Giuro, Torrin Matthews and Sam Robinson in this group right now here at the par 3-12. And as you can see, causing difficulties indeed, even though there are big opportunities here. What a treat it is to hear from Martin Foster there. This is Torrin now in the all black outfit. Was going very well. In fact, once they've holed out, we'll pop the leaderboard on the screen so you can see. So this is for par for Torrin Matthews. £2,250 goes to the winner today, so it matters, and he's right in the mix. Is Torrin. Total prize pot of £6,000. We are hole-in one hunting here live at the par 3-12 at Northcliffe Golf Club on the Hazzad Golf Classic. Oh, Torrin, it's just, you could see it as it came off the club face, couldn't you? They will make their way to 13. We'll watch and follow them actually as they head down there. No action behind us at 17 yet, although a few players teeing off at 15, a bit further down. It's a good hub of activity down there. A lot of spectators making their way around. A big thank you to Northcliffe Golf Club today as well. They played host last year as well, and it's such a treat. It really is. They really get behind it. A little bit later this afternoon, or really into the early evening, we have the shootout later too at the par 3 18th, and boy oh boy, you will not want to miss that. A nearest to pin shootout with the pros, amateurs, and I believe there may even be a junior involved as well. £500 cash, that is the prize for that. So here's what you could win today. Torrin Matthews is in the mix, as is Nick Marsh, who's leading the way. In fact, let's just pop that leaderboard onto the screen so you can see for yourself how things are currently panning out. So I wonder if my producer can tell me, because I can't see it unfortunately. So also Ben Mason there as well, going, or Liam O'Neill too. We spoke to him a little bit earlier. Here we go. Let's bring it down because we are holding one hunting again already. Well spotted, Leon, and it's about to get back underway. Will we catch our first ever live holding one? The ball is in the air. I think it looks quite good. Oh, it looks very good. Oh, good effort. Great effort. So my understanding this time, this should be Connor Stoyle, Thomas Rowland and David Holding coming through. This one's gone left, right as you're looking at it on the screen, I think, if I saw it correctly off the club face. Yeah, but still very good effort indeed. Similar sort of distance actually to the first ball that was played.
You're learning anything,
Every day's a learning day, Martin. Absolutely. Yeah.
Hard game, this.
Yeah.
Hard game.
Oh, very.
It knocks you for 6 just when you don't expect it.
I'll play. I'm about I play off about 20.
Oof,
So
bandit.
yeah.
You play to 6 normally.
No,
Still can't win the tournament.
I wish. Oh, I wish. But just I don't get a lot of time. So just as long as I go out and hit some good shots,
Yeah.
because
yeah.
I know I'm going to hit bad ones, and I just
Yeah.
got to live with that.
Yeah, totally good. Yeah. That's how I feel. As long as I make a good pass at it,
Yeah.
I'm quite happy. Okay, so what? It goes whatever.
Yeah.
But as long as I've made a good effort at it, yeah, I'm happy with that. I can live with it. When you make no effort at all, no. What would I've got a bad habit of blocking my wrists, and I know, and I think, oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, I'm going to crack on with these two. Yeah, cheers, Martin. We'll catch up later as well. Right, there you go. Just catching up with Martin Foster again now. It looks like we have lost a player from this group. That is Thomas Rowland there in the black top and grey hat though, but this did start out as a 3-ball of Connor Stoyle, Thomas Rowland and David Holding, but we've lost somebody, so now we're switching straight to a 2-ball here, and 2 very good tee shots there as well. It was Thomas Rowland's ball who went first, whose landing spot was only a foot or so away from the hole. Very impressive indeed. Well, we've had some wonderful guests here today. That was Martin Foster, played on the European Tour from 1974 up until the mid-80s. 11 years he played on the European Tour, joined the Seniors Tour. Beat Greg Norman. Greg Norman's first ever competitive match here on British shores ended in defeat to Martin Foster. We get in touch with us, you'll say, tell us where you're watching this from today. Are you at home this afternoon? Are you out and about with a family? This is the beauty of broadcasting social media. It means you can watch absolutely anywhere. Good stuff indeed. That's how you do that. Nice birdie there. Oh, Thomas Rowland, unlucky. Oh, I'll be frustrated with himself there. But he will sink it away for par. So birdie and par here. Par for Thomas Rowland as they make their way to the 13th. Now we've got a bit of action coming down 17. Whilst we wait for them to make their way down, a little bit earlier today, your leader or joint leader, Nick Marsh, we had a good chat with him about how the year's been going for him across all the tours he's been playing, including the PGA Euro Pro Tour, and what the future holds going forward. Let's have a little chat with Nick Marsh from earlier this morning, Roll VT. Been quite a good year for you so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, can't really grumble, to be honest.
Been going well on Euro Pro?
Yeah, I've been doing all right this year. So 13th on the Order of Merit. Thrown in a lot of good stuff, so just need to try to get a win as soon as possible, really.
Of course. So the idea then is to be Challenge Tour next season.
That'd be
top
nice, yeah.
5, isn't it, or top 6
Top
for Euro
five
Pro,
on the
go
Order of
straight
Merit,
to Challenge Tour.
Yeah, top 5 the Order of Merit at the end of the year, get Challenge Tour cards, yeah. So.
Now we're late August. I asked the chaps ahead of this as well. I know you're still going for that Challenge Tour, but you've got to think about next year now, I suppose, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. For me personally, I just take one tournament at a time,
Yeah.
and then just see how we go.
Now you're here today. Is this a warm up? What's coming up after after today?
Monday morning, driving over to Ireland for Europro next week. Oh well, yeah, this week coming up.
Fantastic.
So hopefully should be a good week.
And you never know, you could be doing it in a BMW Z4 later.
You never know.
That's what I think. Thanks. So welcome back. That was Nick Marsh from earlier this morning up at the first tee. As you can see, we've just turned our attention back to 17 here. Looks like we have another group coming through. I'm just trying to think who we did just have come through. I think we just saw actually Joe Price and Jack Clarkson. I will be able to tell. Yeah, we did. So we should have coming down here. Speaking of the devil, we should have Nick Marsh coming down now as well. Should be Rob Harris, Nick Marsh, and Ben Firth. Ben Firth, the champion from last year. Not quite in it. I am keeping my eyes peeled as well, by the way, over at 12, because we don't want to miss that. We want a live hole-in-one here today, if we can catch it. And that's a great shot, by the way, from there. Really good stuff. I'll give him the thumbs up. Right, whilst we do that, unless the shot is about to be played, we'll come back to 12, because I believe we've got a group just coming through now, and it is the group we followed a little bit earlier. It's Ellie Givens, Hamza Rafiq and Josh Fagan. They're about to load up here at the par 3 12. Will we catch a hole-in-one here? I did speak to Ellie a little bit earlier and Josh, and they promised me they would do their utmost to land it, although Ellie said actually I'd rather get one at 18, because that's where you can win that car, that red BMW Z4. Okay, here we are back at 12 now. As you can see, it looks like it's going to be Hamza to go first. So Hamza Rafiq, will we finally get our first ever live hole-in-one in 3 years of live coverage. We've never caught one. How nice is it to see so many spectators here for the 2020 Pro Tour today. It is of course the Hazzad Golf Classic. They do a wide range of assortments, golf accessories, custom made, golf societies, pretty much anything to do with golf. Check them out. There is a link in the body of this broadcast, Hazzad Golf. That's H-A-Z-Z-A-D, not Hazard, but Hazzad. And here is Hamza Rafiq. We took a big divot from that, a big slice, it looked like. But it's a good shot, nice shot indeed. So good birdie opportunity for Hamza Rafiq. Here comes Josh Fagan. Looks good. I think this looks quite good. Josh turns away. He's not happy. I think the wind just snatched it. It's pushed it left, right from the tee. Left as you look at it on screen. Here is Ellie Givens, Ladies European Tour star, taking a year out this year. She's getting herself ready, back fit for an assault on the European Tour next season. Go on, push on, push on. It's just held on. So Hamza Rafiq with the best out of 3 there. Although Ellie's also on the bottom shelf, you won't be able to see it too well, but it is split across 2, almost 3 tiers actually, where the pin is cut is right at the bottom shelf, where Josh Fagan's ball is on the left is right at the top shelf, and it's slightly off over to the right. It's kind of a middle tier shelf, but both Hamza and Ellie on that bottom shelf where they want to be. And Hamza does have a chance of a birdie. Well, they all do actually, don't they, to be fair, but there we go. Let's turn our attention back to 17 for a second. I think we might have actually had a lost ball. I'm just trying to see who it is. I can see Ben Firth and Nick Marsh walking down. So it must have been Rob Harris somewhere. So Ben Firth, Rob Harris, Nick Marsh in this group. Of course, Nick Marsh really in contention here today. He could be the man to walk away with that £2,250 first prize. There is a total prize pot of £6,000 today. Yes, £6,000. There's also a BMW Z4 up for grabs and a £500 cash bonus for the nearest to pin competition a little bit later. And guess what? You can watch that live too, and it is going to be an absolute corker. Right, let's bring the camera back to 12, apologies, which has been on 17. Let's bring it back to 12, where we have Josh Fagan, Hamza Rafiq and Ellie Gibbons. And I've got to say this for the benefit of Leon, our technician and cameraman. Leon, Leeds 3, Chelsea 0. He is the biggest Leeds fan I've ever met in my life. He's got Billy Bremner's face tattooed down his leg. I am joking, of course. Well, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't. But. So here is Josh Fagan. Birdie opportunity. It's going to catch that ridge and drive down, as you can see. I tell you what, it's a very good effort. Great effort, Josh. Just behind us as well at 7. We'll keep the camera on 12, but Rob Harris has put a cracking shot, approach shot onto the green as well at 17. Here is Ellie Gibbons now. Go on, go on. Oh. Thought the line was on. Oh, Ellie Gibbons, unfortunate. Right, can Hamza Rafiq make a birdie here? Go on. Oh. and get to 13 with all three. So a trio of pars here at the 12th for Josh Fagan, Ellie Gibbons and Hamza Rafiq. Let's turn our attention back to 17. We have defending champion Ben Firth, your current leader, joint leader Nick Marsh and Rob Harris as well. Nick Marsh in the white cap, Ben Firth with the shades on and black t-shirt, and Rob Harris with the blue top, blue t-shirt on, as you can see there, just lining up his putt right now. Good effort. That's why Nick Marsh is flying here today. It's unfortunate there. Now we'll have to keep an eye on that for Nick Marsh if that was a birdie, because if it does, it will put him sole leader at 6 under. Came up here at 5 under, joint leader. O'Neill was also joint leader. Here is Ben Firth. Yes, well done, Ben. Here is Rob Harris now, and he closes this one out. Would head to the par 3 18th. Yes, good stuff. Was that birdie, Nick? Was that no? So right, we are just waiting for the next group to come through. Whilst we do, next group coming down 17. Let's just pop that leaderboard up onto the screen so you can see how things are currently panning out whilst we wait for the next group to come on down. And we are going to have your other joint leader as well. This is Liam O'Neill, Ben Rhodes and Carl Evans heading down 17 now, whilst we just wait for the next group to come through up at 12 for another opportunity for hole-in-one hunting. Never ever caught one live. Could this be the day? My word, I really hope so. So that was how things looked at the top. This is the Hazzad Golf Classic here live at Northcliffe. You're looking down the 17th fairway for the next group about to come through. We're going to stick around for a little bit longer up here, certainly for at least one more group to come through at 12. We are hole-in-one hunting here. We're trying to catch our first ever live hole-in-one. The 12 has been set up for it as well. The pin position is beautiful, but we're not quite there just yet. 3 years we've been broadcasting. This must be something like our 30th event with the 2020 Pro Tour over the years. We've really seen it grow, and for a first time ever, this time we actually had a junior category going off. That was a little bit earlier. We are just waiting for an approach shot to come through. I think, in fact, whilst we are waiting for that to be played, are we about to have it played? I'm just trying to see. I think it's, is it Kyle who's going to be playing? So Liam O'Neill, Ben Rhodes and Kyle Evans in this group. Ben Rhodes, it's his first season as a pro. Not played as much as he said he'd like to. So we'll just wait for this shot to be played, if it's going to be played, because then we do have our next group through here at 12, and this is why we've come down here, to see if we can catch our first ever live hole-in-one. About to come through at 12 is going to be Joshua Bristow, John Wilding and Lewis Hopkinson. Group of John and Lewis, both pros. Joshua Bristow, an amateur here. The ball's up here at 17. It's a very good shot as well. Let's turn our attention back to 12 then, because we're about to load up here for hole-in-one hunting. Joshua Bristow, John Wilding and Lewis Hopkinson here at the par 3 12 at Northcliffe. It is the Hazzad Golf Classic on the 2020 Pro Tour, and it has been a whopper of a day. The sun is coming out now. It's a glorious day. We're just outside Shipley, close to Bradford in Yorkshire. It's our second ever visit to Northcliffe Golf Club. We're here for the centenary year last year, and we're back this year as well for what has been a standout event on the 2020 Pro Tour. Do check out the 2020 Pro Tour, www.2020protour.co.uk. If you want to find out more about Hazzad Golf, they are the headline sponsor here. All your golf accessories, custom clothing, golf societies, you name it, Hazzad Golf. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. Do check them out. It's because of people like that and companies like this that we are able to put these tours on and give these opportunities to the players. People often ask us, the ball's up by the way, it's a good shot, but it's not close enough. People often ask us, what sort of level is the 2020 Pro Tour? Well, it's a developmental tour. From here, you're looking to really go to Euro Pro and into the Challenge Tour and into the DP World Tour, and then who knows from there. But it's the competitive stepping stone that was missing for so long. And of course there is money up for grabs as well. £2,250 goes to the winner today. It's not bad at all, is it, for a day out on the golf course? You can also win a BMW Z4 at the par 3 18th if you're a pro and hit a hole-in-one in regulation. Then there's also the £500 shootout a little bit later this evening to nearest the pin competition. That one £500 to the winner. So you could actually walk away with £2,750 and a car. Not too bad, is it? And this is developmental tour golf, by the way. How good is that? Caught a bit of dirt there. I thought it looked like it pushed left. And it's a very nice shot though. It's just going to catch that banking and push it closer to the hole. Nice stuff. 17 then. And we have Liam O'Neill, Ben Rhodes and Kyle Evans. So this is Ben Rhodes now. Oh, just a fraction short, isn't it? Carl Evans there. Here is Liam O'Neill. So there we go. Let's just put the camera back at 12 because I think they're about to finish up here. Oh, unlucky. There we go, in it goes. So not a lot more action happening up here at 17 or 12. Unfortunately, the wait still goes on. No live hole-in-one yet. Let's just pop that live leaderboard up on the screen for you so you can see how things are currently looking as we start to get towards the closing stages of the Hazzad Golf Classic here at Northcliffe Golf Club. In the next broadcast, well, I'm going to pop the leaderboard up very shortly for you as well, so you can keep an eye on that as it happens. But then we're going to get ourselves back to 18 for the closeout of this tournament and reveal who is going to be the Hazzad Golf Classic champion before we then head back to 18 for that shootout too. So still quite a lot of live golf to bring you here today at Northcliffe. Let's take that down. We're going to head off for a short break. When we come back live on the course, we'll be at 18. I'm going to show you that BMW Z4 that is still up for grabs. Will it still be up for grabs when we come back? Who knows, but we're going to certainly have a good look at it. Don't go far. I'll be back soon.